It is now the 1st of August 2014 and I'm going to do a quick tour of my allotment for the month of July 2014. Firstly, we're looking at my new plot and we'll start at the top here. Under this netting I have spinach that very quickly went to seed, so I'll just pull that later. I've been picking radishes from here, and also I've started to pick pak choy for stir frying, but the spinach, both lots of spinach, have bolted even before they got any decent leaves on them to eat. I've got 2 rows of peas in here. They're in flower and some small pods are showing, but they haven't filled out yet. And it also needs weeding. Let's walk round. I've got some beans growing. They're not really doing too well. I didn't put anything in this ground, I just dug it all over, took the weeds out as far as I could, rotavated it and planted. Obviously there was a little bit of compost around here, but there was no trenches made and filled with compost or anything like that. I just wanted to get a few bits in the ground. So these are the beans. Again, some of them have died off. I've planted some of these beans 2 or 3 times and they're not doing well at all. I protected this area from the wind to try and protect my squashes and courgettes. I've got a nice big courgette on here, so I'll be picking that later. My wife's here at the moment, going around picking while I'm taking this video. These bush tomatoes have done quite well. It's been keeping us in tomatoes. Yeah, quite a nice tomato there. Small and sweet. Another couple of courgettes, and in the corner there I've got some lettuce, some more lettuce and some radish. Yes, that tomato is nice and sweet. Coming out, now these onions again on this plot didn't do very well. These were, I bought these from B&Q, cheap onion sets. I think it's because I bought them late, because obviously I didn't start this plot till later on. I planted a big section of carrots here, and as you can see only a few have taken, and the same with these onions over here. They're not doing too well at all. The potatoes are growing. Again, they were planted rather late, but at least we've got something growing on this plot. So we won't spend too much time here. Let's have a walk down. So the potatoes. Comfrey is growing again. And this section here is still covered. And this plot here, I must say we'll dig this over in either September or October. So let's walk over to my raised bed section. In this netting, my brassicas are doing quite well. I've still got some spring cabbages, summer cabbages. My winter cabbages are starting to harden. My broccoli is still growing, and so is my Brussels sprouts. Coming round, I'm still picking side shoots of calabrese My wife had just been down here and picked a few raspberries for tea. I've been eating carrots from here. There's a few parsnips, and I've sown more peas in this section where my shallots and garlic were. Coming up this side of the plot, the rhubarb's starting to go to seed, so that's really finished for this year. Right, these beans, the White Lady, they're doing very well. Quite a few here to pick. And down in here we've got some really nice French beans. I've already picked some of these and frozen quite a few. These are the old beetroots I'm still picking. Leeks are doing fine. Here's some more beetroot. This is where I had my red onions growing from, which I grew from seed. They started to get white root rot, so I've pulled them and sorted them out, and they're now storing in a sack in the garage at home. So I planted out some more lettuce, but I think I've got a insect that keeps eating. I thought it was slugs first of all, but they're eating these young lettuces. Because I did have 4 in that section, 4 in this section, which I've nearly got 2 or 1.5. 2 have gone from this section, so it seems to work his way up. He did the same in the greenhouse as well with some of the lettuces. My strawberries, I did cut them back, and I decided to take some runners. So as you can see, I've planted the runners, still connected to the strawberries, into pots, and you can see some root coming through the bottom. So they're taking well. I must remember to keep watering them because they're in pots. There's quite a few of them in here, as you can see. Right, my 3 sisters, I've now changed that and made them 2 sisters because the beans were really overshadowing the sweet corn, which I thought would happen, but I thought I'd give it a try anyway. So I've removed the beans, runner beans, from this section to enable the sweet corn to grow and to ripen. My squash are doing well, as you can see. And there's a squash growing here somewhere, I've just seen it. There's one there. So they are small squash. Just like a 1 portion, nice small squash. Runner beans this side. Looks like they could do with the water, but they're coming up to match these. So plenty of runner beans this year. Squash are doing fine. Like I said, my 3 sisters are now 2 sisters. The beans have gone. Right, the potatoes, these are a main crop potato. I'm going to start digging these soon. I've already dug a row. 4 plants I've dug so far. And I didn't earth these up. And if you look in next to the roots, you can't see, in most cases, any potatoes. So I didn't bother earthing them up. Be interested to see when I start digging the rest of them. But there was no green potatoes in the first 4 plants that I dug. Here are some more peas. So they're starting to fill their pods now. And this is where the broad beans were earlier in the year. So let's have a walk around. We'll pop in the greenhouse. Okay, greenhouse is quite full. I've got plenty of tomatoes in all different stages of fruiting. My pumpkins, sorry, my melons, they're growing well, but I haven't actually seen any fruit setting yet, so I don't know whether I will. As you can see, I've got plenty of cucumbers. These are Burtbliss green. They do very well in here. It's like everything when you grow in an allotment, there's always too many all at the same time. There's another 2 melons there, and as you can see, be able to see better from outside, there's lettuce in here as well. And I'll move outside and walk round, and from here you can see the tomatoes growing nicely in the greenhouse. So that's my quick tour of the allotment for July 2014. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye for now. There's my wife there. That's it. Picking, what are you picking, Lillian?
Beans.
Beans.